Today is December 25th of 2007. You are 10 years old. You open one of your presents. It's the orange box for the Xbox 360. It says it features Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2 and Portal. You throw that straight in the Xbox 360. You couldn't help but open up Portal in curiosity. You load into the opening. You wake up and get out of the relaxation vault. A big clock is ticking something down. It's nothing but you and a radio playing music. And then you hear a robotic voice on the other end talking about how the test will begin. And then a strange portal opens up. It's a pretty good intro. After going through the portal, you do a little pressure pad and box puzzle. But even this early in the game, you can't help but feel alone. Everything has this strange, clean, but eerie feeling. Even though there's a robot on the other end, the rooms are also covered in cameras. You then walk through the elevator. The next room feels a lot more dirty. You can see footprints on the elevator exit. There's also what looks like cleaned up blood stains on some of the walls. It's some really subtle stuff. And it's the type of stuff you just wouldn't notice on your first playthrough. So the first level is very simple, just sit and wait for the portal to change to the other end. Boom boom. There's also these observation chambers laid all over the facility with nobody on the other end. You do end up going in one, but that's very late in the game. Also, a tick that goes to the elevator in this level has some cracks, which adds to the feeling of loneliness and this facility being totally abandoned. And then in the next level you finally get the portal gun, but it's not the full 2-portal version, that's later in the game. There really isn't much that happens here. And then in level 3, it's a pretty simple level. It's platform-ish. Well, this level is the first one to hint at a bigger picture, as you can see what looks like lava. Level 4 is what I think of when I think of Portal. A pressure pad and a cube. A good amount of levels are like this. There really isn't much to write home about for a good amount of the early levels, all the way to level 8. In level 8, there's deadly sludge water on the floor. Clearly the robot on the other end wants to kill you, even though it's pretty easy to not die. Level 9 has another small look at the bigger picture with more visible lava. Also, the robot on the other end says that this puzzle is impossible. It isn't impossible, so we then go on to the next level. Level 10 has a lot to do with momentum. It uses it pretty well. You can probably get through this level just by jumping. Level 11 is the level where you finally get the 2-portal version of the portal gun. It's a pretty fun level, and I had a lot of fun with this one. Level 12. Level 12 is the level where the game's levels feel longer, but when you replay the game, it feels a lot shorter than you remember. Except for level 13. It's pretty short, it's only like 30 seconds long. But level 14 is what a good level in Portal looks like. It can be done in 5 seconds or 2 minutes, and it just feels iconic. Level 15. Oh boy, this level feels so long. It's a pretty memorable level. And then we get level 16. Level 16 is another attempt to kill you level. It's a stealth level where you sneak behind sentry turrets and knock them over. These turrets are absolutely horrifying, because they're so cute. Oh, here we are, level 17. Oh no, level 17. I just can't. I can't do this. I can't do this, man. In this level, you get the companion cube, and it becomes your best friend for the rest of the game. You use the platform as a shield and as a regular cube. Then you're forced to kill it. You will be remembered, Cubey. Yes, I named the cube Cubey. Alright, now level 18. level 18. This level is the level right before the final level. It has some pretty hard moments. Level 19 is the finale of the game. The credits roll. You know what I'm doing. We all know what I'm doing. We've all played Portal. At this point, the robot on the other end. I'm gonna drop the active reveal of GLaDOS, the robot on the other end. So GLaDOS attempts to burn us alive, but we survive very easy. Here comes the best of the game. Escape! Woo! The escape part of the game is the best part. You go through the more secret levels of Aperture. It's a brilliant finale with some very clever platforming puzzles. Also, you can walk into one of the observation rooms for some of the levels. It's a pretty neat Easter egg. I always like stuff like this in games. It's what Valve does best. It's the most memorable part too, and I thought the main parts of Aperture looked dirty. The behind closed doors part of Aperture looks a lot more dirty. It downright looks filthy, and I love it. Wish it was a bit more expanded on, because this kind of stuff is awesome. I've only mentioned the lore a tiny bit in this video, because honestly, I want you guys to play this masterpiece. It's a game that should be remembered as a masterpiece. Anyway, so the escape part of the game, it has some points in the game where it feels like you're discovering points of Aperture. All of the puzzles feel so simple and unobvious at the same time. The area has a couple traps in it, even though they are hard to die in, because there's always some sort of cover from bullets, from blind spots to barrels. There's also some momentum puzzles. While into this section there's a boss fight against like 100 turrets, GLaDOS really wants you dead here. But we have a portal gun, and the portal gun is OP. The boss is pretty short but very memorable. After the fight you go into another corridor, and on the other end is a gigantic room you can see through one of the windows. Once you walk into a room, you finally meet GLaDOS. GLaDOS uses neurotoxins and rockets to attempt to kill you. GLaDOS also tries to insult you a couple times.
What happens to you? Richard's just about to.
Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. That's you. That's what you said. You've been on about every single thing you've ever done, including this thing. We're not smart. We're not scientists. We're not that. We're not that.
You kill GLaDOS by unplugging her cores and setting them on fire. After you destroy all the cores, you escape Aperture, but are thrown back in Aperture, unfortunately. The end. Well, good ending. The game got a bunch of mods, and I might even do a bonus video talking about these mods and extended parts of the lore, because some mods are really, really good, such as Portal the Flash version.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture Science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on